Alright, so is this actually going? I'm not 100% sure because it's like my... Okay, yeah, it's starting to work. But welcome to another live stream, guys. But I'm right now like watching the preview on OBS, and it's like being stupid as can be. We're playing some Civilization 5 here. And I'm kind of split because Merry Christmas to those of you who it still is Christmas for. And Happy Boxing Day? I think that's the day after Christmas, but Happy December 26th to those of you who... It is now December 26th. So... For me, it is December 26th. I am in the Eastern Time Zone. It is 12:30-ish in the morning. And we're hopping back into a game of Civ that I think I've streamed once before on YouTube. But today we're streaming it on Twitch. So, here we go. Yes, you still want peace. No, I do. I want to murder your territory a lot. I literally just want to just destroy your economy. So, I've had a great day, in case you guys are wondering. So, Merry Christmas to those of you who it still is Christmas. That'd be like Central Time Zone, United States. Oh, yes, let's do this. So, I'm like monitoring my computer, and holy crap, yeah. Oh, so, you know, when I have screens like this, it's gonna really be a crappy live stream. Because I'm like watching my CPU get pegged. Because I do have the task manager up, and I'm just like watching it all go. Oh, who got my trader out? Genoa. Oh. I'm at Worth Genoa now? Oh. I was trading with them. Oh well, they're not going very far with that. Oh, hello. At your war canoe. Okay. Since I'm very advanced in this one, so... I'm so used to this being, like, stuck at a specific FPS, but... Not right now. I'm running full tilt to 1070s right now, happily. Instead of the singular. Yes, I've just been tearing up Venice's everything. Let's go for this. I don't give a crap. Say this is what I've been running for a while, so yeah, and you'll notice all of like torn to shreds the Venetian lands. Then again, I've been at war with them for forever. So, those of you who are wondering, yes, I do celebrate Christmas, so I do have some handful of fancy new things, so... But they're not really related to this, although I do plan to take the 1070 Founders out of here and try to tear it down. But we're going to do a quick year-end recap of some of the stuff that's happened. At least for me personally. This is the last planned stream for the year. Actually, this is not even planned. This is probably going to be the last one for the year.
우리는 상의해야 할 것이 많.
I did kind of foresee one coming this week, but I did not expect anything near as that you guys were expecting. Ooh, did it actually? Ooh, hail saved me. Woo! So, we're gonna go and talk about this a little bit. So this year, what has it brought me? It's been a great year for me. So, this year I have two brand new computers. This one right now we're actually streaming off of, and I'm actually gaming on, is the more advanced of the two. It's my desktop. It's a Core i7 6700K. Dual 1070s in its current state. All of this is overclocked. There's a singular AIO cooler, 32 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte hard drive. It's currently on wireless, but I really don't have much choice when it comes to the system at Christmas time. Because it kind of goes where we put a Christmas tree right now. So, hopefully in the next month I will be having this in a much more better position in a warmer location than where it is currently. Stop doing that to me. But yeah, also, actually in case you're wondering, the system, it went from the measly little AMD based system I had, which I've been using for over a year, or for about a year before I got this system, which I'd upgraded to a 960 based, for graphics, and 18 gigabytes of memory on DDR3. So, and it was a Trinity based system, so it was outdated. It's no longer my current system. Upgraded it to a singular 960, 16 gigabytes of DDR4, and actually more or less to 32 because I did that very quickly afterwards. And the Core i5 6600K. And so that was its main setup from about May till August. August around there, I got a second 960 to arrive, and I SLI'd them. September was a big month for the system. Jumped from the two 960s to a singular 1070, and to the Core i7 6700K. A big month for this system. And so, in case you're wondering, I went from this is version 1.3-ish, or something like that. Version 1.1, or 1 would have been the 960 and the i5, then 1.1 would have been dual 960s, singular 1070, I believe, came before the i7. I can go back through and double check when I swapped out the cores, which I will do right now while I'm waiting on turns.
Nations of the West hope that by means of steam communication, all the world will...
But, as you can see, the system is running pretty darn smoothly. And say I actually have the current frames dropped. It's only got 0.40% frames dropped. Before, if I'd done this kind of thing, I would have been dropping a hell of a lot more frames than I currently am. But I was going through like this, so... Let's see, when did I get the... So it was end of September I actually swapped the CPUs. So, it gives you a time frame as to when that happened, or when I swapped this current CPU, which I have overclocked as far as it will let me do it, or as far as it wants to go. tried overclocking it a little further before. And of course I cannot see freaking Venice. That's just gonna drive me nuts. But yeah. I actually had this tempted to overclock it to the same point, but every time I overclock it past where it's at, oh, we just get nice, wonderful blue screens. So the system just sets itself up at a wonderful 4.5 gigahertz. Which is done pretty darn good for this system. Let's say with the AIO I set it at probably about 50 degrees Celsius on the core. But yeah, 26th of September, which is end of September, is when the i7 was put inside. And I can check the approximately when the 1070 was, first 1070 was pulled in. So yeah, it was 1070 with paired directly after the 960s was paired with the i5. The 1070 first 1070 was paired with the i5. It was then switched to the 1060 or dual 10, or then that paired with the i7, and then the i7 paired with the duals, which is where it's at currently. It's probably going to be the end of it. I do plan this week to flash the new 2.0 BIOS for the Z170 platform from EVGA onto this computer. In case you're wondering what that will do for me, it will allow me to actually install upcoming processors from Intel. That would probably mean it's referring to Kaby Lake processors. This will probably not have a Kaby Lake processor installed. In case you're wondering why I say that, it's because I don't plan on buying one. And the reasoning for that, I just don't see the point in it. Literally, I would be seeing I can actually punch the numbers in. I'd be going from my current speed of about 4.44 gigahertz to potentially 5 gigahertz with no architectural improvements. That is the only thing. Oh, 4.48 gigahertz. So let's actually punch that number. 5. No, actually it's 4.4 divided by 5. Okay, that didn't give me a good enough number, okay. So that's actually a really high number, actually. The improvements are very, very minute. It's really tiny. It's like a 12%, I think, increase. 4.5 gigahertz. We're dividing that by 5. Ends up rendering like a 0.9 increase. So we're talking like a 90% increase. That's insane, according to this, but that's not where I should be seeing it. It's actually 4.44 divided by 5. That does not make any sense. Why it's dropping, I don't know. I have not done this in forever, but it should be a really tiny number. Like, if I'm doing this right, I'm talking about a 0.56%, or 56 gigahertz. Oops, oh well. Yeah, we're talking about like a 12% increase in clock speed. It's a really crappy number. There is no point for me to do that. That's a $350-ish upgrade to this processor. The only reason I'd be doing that was to put this processor in another system. So that might be better put to a water cooling loop for this system, which would probably be going on like this Founders Edition if I could take it apart. Or this For the Win card. Holy crap. Yeah, the Koreans are like running away with this game. But you're looking at this system. Really, what I could use are more cores, not faster clocks. So KB Lake is probably out of it for the system. Now the upgrade that's probably going to be in will be the X299 platform, but that will be a whole new system. And that's not coming around for a while. And with that, probably bringing in Volta or Vega, whichever one is better. So that's app system. That's the system for you. And then my laptop, which is another Z170 platform. Yes, I said Z170. So the CPU will be going with me on my trip, not for the purpose of doing live streams and such, but to boost gaming. So yes, I will be gaming on my trip, but I will not be like, or I might record something, but I will not be doing the normal, like, live stream or anything. And so this trip is the reasoning that we will not be doing my tech night this week. So there you go. You have a great time enjoying that. I will not be on the system for much longer because it is late. I actually don't have anything to do in the morning, but hey, I should probably do something. Considering what I do have for playing with around stuff is I do have a drone. Now, it's not a very expensive one, but I do have it. So, who knows, it might, if I do like do something outdoorsy at some point, might use that. It's got an actually nice, decent 720p camera, but it can only be in play for a few minutes. So, you know, it's not the best thing in the world, but it does the trick. In case you're wondering why the system is the way it is, I'm cheap. My money was better invested in one GPU now, or back in September, and a second one being more or less being an upgrade from a previous one to one that I have in the system. then, or now, than getting the biggest thing I can get, and then trying to get a hold of a second one. So I went with the biggest thing I could get, which was a 1070 at the time. And as you can see, it does me very well. So, in case you're wondering, yes, I did try to run an Ethernet cable to this computer. The Ethernet cabling I do have, which is a wonderful 50-footer, does not reach. It's like 4 or 5 feet short. I'd have to move this computer, like, behind me. Be like my arm's length behind me and backwards to reach the end of the cable. So I'm not spending $10 just so I can game here for a week. Or for this week. And then however long it takes us to take down a Christmas tree. So it's just not happening. If I was to do that, yes, I could game or play all my games, stream pretty much all of them. But I'm not moving this. I'm not buying that cable. So, oh well. But on the other hand, what I am buying is stuff for my 17-inch laptop. For the strip, it will be here this week. It will not be anything fancy. It's more or less just a cooling pad and a backpack. Basically farewell Christmas money. Not. It's pretty, but although yeah. I kind of need all these guys. In case you're wondering what settings I have on this game, I have the really advanced settings set up. Really advanced setup, so that's why there's like so much crap up here. Resources are all the same, they're just way more populous. In fact, I like some really darn loose settings on them. It's like there's an even number of all of them, ish, somewhere in there. I don't remember the exact settings for it, but it's really darn high resource spawns. So, resource spawns are really darn heavy. So I'm probably going to end it around here so I can get myself some sleep, probably next turn. But I need to get myself some rest. Some of you guys need to get yourself some rest, and this is just an unplanned live stream, so at the same time, everything I have on this system, or on this Twitch, will be uploaded to YouTube. And I say will be. It will not all be live, or probably all be live actually, before I go on my trip. Instead, I will have until Friday night, and I will attempt to have it all live by noon Friday. That is noon EST. I have it all there and live by noon EST Friday. That gives me about 5 days. It's very highly doable. Just me pressing a whole bunch of or a couple buttons, doing some copying and pasting for some stuff, typing up a little bit of stuff, and boom, all done. But do not overestimate laziness. Or do not underestimate laziness. So, this is going to be a fun game. It's just, the reason in case you're wondering why I still play 5, it's because there's no real player-made mods for 6. So it's a little bit lacking in 6 yet. I can't wait until they release the API. But, because when they replace that, or release that, it will be freaking awesome. With, like, this really uber populated thing. You notice I have, like, ships that aren't in-game. You notice up here, I have units that are not normally in-game. There's a lot of stuff in this version right here that I'm playing right now that are not actually in-game because of how they coded it. They only put a handful of units in. This is a player-made mod. This is why I'm not playing 6 yet as my main live-streamed game. But once that happens, 6 will be live-streamed. Promise you that. I will live-stream 6 at some point. I love the game. It does not like my laptop, though. But yeah, both my computers are DX12 capable. But number of DX12 games are very low. Now, before I go, I do want to pull up a few scores. Oh crap, I forgot. Getting ready to Task Manager, because I did do a little bit of scoring on my desktop. And where is Time Spy? My Time Spy score for this computer is in the top 97%. It's not a bad computer. It's like a 10,000 combined score. With graphics score, crap, in order to pull that up. Detailed score, graphics score 12,000. It's not a bad score. CPU score 5,000. It's the CPU that really messes with it. Fire Strike, which is the really big high score usually. Top 99%. Or better than 99%. It's a huge thing. 23,000 points. Graphics score 37,000. Yes, this is not as good as Dual Titans X's or Dual 1080s, or quite possibly even a single Titan X. But it is still a solid system, and for the money I spent, it is worth it. Do I recommend a dual GPU setup? No. But do I recommend the current Pascal architecture? Yes. So, there's my little spiel on this computer. Do expect me to bring out like benchmarks on this compared to other setups I've had in this, because this is going to be the one I do release like marks on, and I do not plan to upgrade it past this. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. And actually, things with 2017, real quick things about 2017. I will be looking to have help with getting the next system up and running. It's going to be a financial pain to do, because I'm still looking at quite a bit of money just to build it, just to get the system. Expecting that prices are about identical, about where they are at with the current stuff, and the parts that were released in the future are priced exactly the same as they are currently. is their equivalent currently. Looking at probably a $400 to $600 CPU. It's about as much as the entire platform inside the case, pretty much, was when I built this. Motherboard's probably a 200. That's the entire system that I've had, or it was originally running. So you're just looking at that stuff alone. That's just the CPU in the freaking motherboard. And I still have to get a case, which is $170-ish. Potentially more RAM if I want to keep this system running for other people. And that's not cheap. That's not cheap at all. See, yes, I'm looking at a huge expense. So, if you guys want to go ahead and help fund that, go ahead. You will currently need to ask me because I don't have any kind of like setup for that. But yeah, I do want to do all this. So ways to fund that will probably be coming in 2017. They will be, I guarantee you. So hope you guys enjoyed this though. Hope you guys have had a great and stellar year. Really do not plan to be back for this year. So I hope I'll see you guys after the New Year's, and I cannot wait to see what the new year brings. Thank you guys and have a nice night.